Hello folks, Bloodbrew here, another Commander tape, again, actual multiplayer, so 3 of us. It's a bit turbo activated, so it's sped up ×2, but still should be relatively easy to follow. So that's Talrand, Nixilis, and Yeva. The Nixilis, the creature one. And yeah, so this together with another 3-player tape. So that's the 2 actual multiplayer Commander tapes I've had in the stash. Hope you guys will enjoy this. This one will also get crazy, just like the other tape I just mentioned. But yeah, there will be, what is that? There's a couple more one-on-one ones. Decks are not like overpowered or anything. In the past couple of weeks I've played some really crazy games and matches. So if you want, you can really make a broken commander deck. Like, I've played against Pilferus, Kozilek, and stuff like that, and yeah, those that generally become really crazy to handle, but yeah, sometimes you still manage. It just takes a team effort and enough of interaction in your deck. But hey, it's all possible. It's all possible. So you won't be able to see the left photos of the mono black at the top half of the screen, but I'm sure you will be able to follow. I sped this up also because a lot of plays are, not really impacting the board that much. For example, this elf, like now, okay, I fetched the basic into my hand. Cool story. Yeah, while I'm shuffling, like, he can just take his turn. Well, what was that? Oh yeah, that's the Ludovic experiment, I think. The one that's after a lot of mana sinking becomes a 13/13 or something. And that was a pack rat, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. That could do some work if unanswered quickly enough. Yeah, you gotta be careful. I don't think I'll ever attack like with the pack rats in many turns unless a player is fully tapped out, for example. So yeah, all decks are mono, slightly themed, this time not really tribal influenced like in the other tape. Okay, he actually, obviously made a red, but he did attack, not fearing any flesh creatures. Okay, I tried Hera end of turn, which been countered by Arcane Denial. Now we're just figuring out when we're all supposed to, draw cards from it. So it was actually supposed to be on my upkeep. So correcting that. And I just passed the turn because I think my plan was just to end of turn Yeva, because she does have flash. Okay, here's the Esfertold, which might do some work, but then, in this commander deck it really takes a while to get it going. Packrat, on the other hand, gets out of hand pretty quickly. Okay, but he went for Demonic Tutor actually. So he can basically find whatever he wants out of the deck. But I won't be surprised if that would be actually a swamp. He can kind of hide that, if that was his actual choice. He can just, because he doesn't have to reveal it, then just shuffles his hand a bit, plays a land. Yeah. But of course, if he does have at least one extra land to spare, I suppose he would find something a bit more influential. The problem is that he probably doesn't have ways to interact with Esfertold, and the mono green actually doesn't have that much going on either. Well, the mono black player didn't anticipate the fact that, like, yeah, Yeva is freaking haste and, well, not haste, but flash. So I ambushed the original pack red just because, well, he has, I mean, there's a mono blue deck in here that can bounce the token, for example. So I think it's better to get rid of the original copy. What is coming up next? Well, the mono green deck is full of actual action and meat, so it's actually gonna do some work. But this Ludovic experiment is unlikely to flip this match ever. The Talrand is actually not on the battlefield, but Yeva is, and she's attacking, and he just received 4 commander damage. And I should install back on my phone the one of the less visible uh, life pads, but at least it can support multiplayer. This version doesn't. Okay, Monoblik has to think twice just to try to be able to hit some lands. Looks like he didn't. That's a shame. Or was it during my turn? Hard to say. No, it was actually during his turn. I basically didn't cast anything in my turn because I have Yeva out, so all my creatures have flash. So, yeah. I think I actually even had to discard something. Okay, so again, like in the other match, there's that special land that eats swamps for a lot of mana. Don't exactly see what he cast with all that mana, but I end of turn just cast Elvish Piper, thanks to you, and now I can do some really cool stuff. Okay, Piper in for, what is it? Oh yeah, on my turn, yeah. I could actually done that on their turn, but I guess I wanted to do this now because then it will be really big, and then maybe on their turn they would just dump their hands. So I suppose that's why I actually put it into play. Main phase. Okay, Yeva is again attacking the Talrand deck. Okay. I'm not sure I had to do this now, but oh well. But yeah, because then I won't be able to play it, and I suppose I just didn't have any cool 4-drops in my hand. Well, yeah, counterbalance is not gonna be that fantastic here. I think top is still banned in multiplayer. I don't know, it's like, maybe not. But then again, it's actually not that crazy in multiplayer. Well, maybe it is. But yeah, when he's so low on mana, I think counterbalance is actually not that bad, because there's a chance he'll counter something. And because we're multiplayer, so players will interact with each other, so maybe occasional counter here and there will be good. What is that, overrun? It feels like it's overrun. So I'm gonna attack in for a bunch of damage. I think I'm putting now mono black at 6 or something. Oh yeah, that's a pack red token, and what else was there? Can't quite see. Well, all this beef plus overrun doesn't really matter. I think his creature wasn't that big anyway. If that was even a creature, I think it was. Did he actually just cast the commander? I mean, of Nixilis? There is a chance. Yeah, that West Will Abbey that he has there is not gonna do anything really for a long time. Okay, Mono Blue did cast Talrand, but just hoping to, do something. Hopefully next turn. Okay, the Sapphire Medallion again. That might help a little bit, but then again, okay. Well, other ones should be in the graveyard now, of course. Was that something else? No, that's gotta be overrun. Yeah. I just basically pipered in another beef into play at the end of his turn. I was the guy that basically can play creatures from top decks. And it's itself pretty big in tramples, I think. So yeah, my position here is super cool. But yeah, one damnation and then I'm not in a super good shape. And that's why I'm trying to play it carefully, end of turn, stuff like this, Pauperine, Yeva in. Okay, I have quite a few lands here and there. Okay, the experiment jumps the big guy. Then, what is it? I'm trying to pump the other one. Not sure with what. Oh yeah, it's not a pump, it's just draw a bunch of cards. So the free money instant, that's like, yep, draw to power if the creature connected. I think that's the text. Yeah. Okay, so I still have Piper up, and then this was just the equipment that gives creatures infect. Okay, treachery happens, still in the way the big guy. I'm tapping 5. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That does at least something. Okay, here's the... I believe that's 5 mana chase? Yeah. So scry draw. We'll have to remind him about the draw part. Okay, passing the turn. Mono black is up. Okay, so I'm just flashing that there's gonna be another trampler. Plus I have this infect equipment. Just gonna do some work. Okay, Desecration Demon coming in. Well, that's not a very huge deal, but it's something, I guess. Plus a pack rat token, I suppose. Or he hit some zombies. Not exactly sure. Perhaps he just made a few zombies? Is that the case? Maybe. Anyway, some more meat in. Okay, more creatures on the top. It's convenient, so I don't have to expend too many resources out of my hand in case a board wipe happens, but I don't think there are any in that mono black. Well, maybe some, but at least not something that costs 4, but he can go up to 6 if there is that kind of removal in there. Mass removal, I mean. Okay, attached the equipment to one of those dudes. So I've hidden for some infect, but not lethal. Is he thinking just to counter the wall of fruits or something? Nah. Counterbalance, even not countering that. Well, in this case, Sakura Tribelder, more lands. Just shuffling my deck so that I hit more creatures off the top. Yeah, that's some real crazy situation here. Oh, and that's Harmonize. Well, also not a bad draw. in case evacuation or things like that happen. And then, well, okay, the big guy is attacking mono black, I think, because it makes no sense to attack me. No, he does. Well, he doesn't have trample, so I'm just jumping with a 1/1. And then, what is it? Bounce everything or something like that? Okay, I just took mana into mana pool. I think it's something that bounces everything. All creatures, at least. Yeah. And with the mana in the mana pool, I just recast Yeva. Okay. And that's a dungeon guys locking Yeva. That's fine. I'm not sure actually that's a good use of the guys, so because he probably would be better off just locking something big. Yeva is just not threatening, but on the other hand, that's commander damage, so there is that. There is that. Okay, harmonize off the top, yeah. Well, I think that will be another key turn. Okay, Yeva is still tapped. Did I correct the colony expedition? Or what? Okay, no, just like Wall of Roots. Oh, it messed it up. 17 to something. Yeah. Moorland Search. Which one was that? Sylvan Scrying or something? Maybe. Doesn't quite matter because it's all forests in this deck. There's actually a good reason for that. Okay, Expedition was bounced. Okay. I guess it was, after all permanents, all non-lands. I mean, okay, and then the Howl of the Pack. So, I get a bunch of 2/2 walls. That could be lethal for somebody. So it's good that I had that. It's 12 wolves, so 24 damage. Lethal for the mono. Well, for either of the players, but I can't kill both of them. And with that, see, it seems like there will be more tricks coming up here. Yeah, I can take a lot of hits from small creatures. Nobody has been really able to hit me that much, because I had a very substantial board. Okay, there's some minus thing going on. No, consume the mic, right, consume the mic. So kills the wall as well, but not Yeva, luckily. Actually, back there I was able to cast Yeva just on 4 because I didn't put her into commander zone. It was just about to bounce into hand, so it was still 4 mana. Just clarifying. Okay, trying to recast this equipment, so it didn't go through. Get countered, but well, it kind of had to be countered. Otherwise, this game would have been very short. Okay, Yeva is still tapped. Just keep on forgetting about that. Just passed the turn. So what is it coming up? A lot of draw. Oh no, it's the Sphinx that basically casts a Factory Fiction when it enters. Alright, so the Mono Blue is getting some traction here. But I still have Yeva on board, so and a lot of mana. And I've been drawing quite a bit and stuff like that. Okay, there's an Aver Spouts, the thing that bounces everything, which he actually put to graveyard. That's weird. That is pretty weird. I don't follow. That's something that basically not just fogs me, but prevents me from developing a board. Okay, here he casts the commander, I guess? What is he getting the zombies from? From that enchantment, I guess? End of turn, what? Some biggie? Oh yeah, that's the super fat one, right? And then what? What was the other creature? We can't quite see just now, but I don't think it was anything that crazy. Don't think it was anything that crazy. Okay, creatures coming in, some chump blocks been made. Some chump blocks has been made. Ah, okay, right. I think it was the guy like from Innistrad that's cheaper for all the creatures in the board, and then it can grow once. I mean, monstrosity once for 5 counters. So now it's just a 5/5, yeah. But I can basically monstrosity it for 5 counters more for 2 mana, because there's been enough creatures in my graveyard thrown into the graveyard. Right, is that the one that bounces all, or some Kraken, I think? Oh, it's the one that basically bounces everything that's powerless. Power less than him, or something. So Yeva goes back to my hand. I should have recast her actually end of turn again. Well, I guess I'm about to do that. It's not like I have to do that same turn. Yeah. And I already did that once, and I did that on the same turn while I didn't have to. So now I'm gonna be a bit more cautious. So how does he get zombies? When he casts a creature or what? Maybe. Okay, Desecration Demon again on board. That's not gonna do much. Okay, recast Yeva. At his end, a whole bunch of mana and gas. So, yeah. They tried to interact with me, but I just kept on producing meat all the time. Yeah, Yeva is pretty sick in this deck, and imagine if you make this deck a bit more pimped, just take away all the fillers, sort of. Okay, I actually can sacrifice it to Desecration Demon in combat to fetch another land and charge up the Expedition, just to clear my deck a little bit too. And then I think I still have the 7-drop that allows me to cast creatures off top. Okay, is that the Engulf the Shore? I don't know. Oh no, he's just digging for something? Or what? Okay, I think he's done. I think Mono Blue is done, just checking the whatever. Mono Black is still gonna try to fight. So Mono Black is still gonna try to fight this. While Mono Blue is packing up. Yeah, like any domination or sort of, Okay, some demon comes in, but what was that? Or he stole the. No, it's one of the like demons that just nukes away all other creatures, I think. Yeah. So Yeva is now with extra counter. So she will cost 6. I could still like cast her end of turn, and then cast something else, I think, like the Piper. so that it's actually active on my turn. Took some damage, but that's like whatever. I think I put his life total here, because I've attacked him for quite a bit, so I think he's actually at 8. Okay, Piper in the guy that allows me to cast creatures off the top. Now I'm casting the 3 mana fetch for Death Touch, Reach, whatever, something. So, but on top, but I'll be able to play it out because of that 7 drop I Pipered in earlier. That's a pretty cool sequence, I should say. But there are no like really good targets for this guy. So it's Reach, Death Touch, something, Trample, yeah, those are the options. I can take the Spider. That's actually... yeah, I should have taken it. I think I took something else instead. But the Spider would be cool because I have so much mana and this way I'll be able to keep control of all the flyers on his side. That should have been the pick, I think. That should have been the pick. The cool part is that with the guy who lets you play creatures off the top and Yeva out, so you can just keep them on top and just cast them at instant speed. That's kind of cool. So you don't have to, expose yourself to mass removal that much. Well, or just removal. Mass removal will still be annoying. Okay, I took the Acid Mask, because... okay, I guess because he was getting close to actually using the Abbey, and then I would have trouble actually dealing with that. Because of that special land there. Okay, I took out the one that gives a lot of mana for sacrificing swamps. Because without it, he wouldn't have enough for the Abbey. So the idea was to neutralize Abbey. Actually, because I'm not too scared of his flyers there. Okay, procced Colony Garden Expedition just to have more beef on top. But yeah, that got going. Still have quite a bit of life total to work with. Okay, more cool creatures on top. Not exactly like super cool, but more substantial meat on top. Yeah, we definitely took our time. So bear in mind that this is sped up 2 times. And yeah, we had fun games. Though can't speak for my opponents who had to like fight through all this. Okay, I think that's Lily of the Dark Shadows or something like that. So she's just gonna fetch a swamp there. She could be cool, like if an answer for a while. Ultimating her is a delight. A delight that I've experienced myself in Standard actually, and then back in the days hard casting Grizzlebrand and then drawing and then finding consume spirits and just blah, or Army of the Dead. That deck was just such a delight to play with. I even played Elixir of Immortality in that deck just to be able to keep on going against, at the time, Jeskai Miracles in Standard. Okay, so I drew a bunch of cards. So that's 6 mana draw cards equal to number of creature cards in your graveyard. So I drew a whole lot. I don't think he can keep up with this amount of card advantage. I'm just gonna bury him without mass removal. It's like how he's supposed to keep up with all this. I'm not sure. I think there could be even Primal Force in my hand, so I can draw a whole lot more, even if I want to. That's Nature's Lore, or is it? No, it's the Pump Your Team guy. Yeah, and that's actually lethal, as we calculated. So play him. Play maybe some other cheap creature. Some of my stuff does trample. Did I just pass the turn? No, I guess I'm just calculating, can I lethal? Well, I can... Okay, I can violate a creature that's essentially the same as attacking with the Viper. I don't exactly know which one was that. Ah, yeah, that's the Primal Force, so drawing more cards. Going real turbo here, Rancor on something that doesn't trample, attack with the stuff that I can attack with this turn, and then 4 mana plus, what is it, plus 7 on a guy. I'm not sure if that ability gives trample or not, but yeah, I think he's seen enough. I even had a Fog actually in hand, and the mana to cast it, so I could basically sort of negate his Alpha Strike next turn. So that's the fun part. So yeah, the deck was sweet, and with a lot of mana stats, it's even better. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check the links in the description below. Watch out for more Commander Highlander videos, and I'll see you in the next sale. Goodbye.